The reason I pound patience down everyone's throat and everyone hates the flavor of it is because once you have a framework of patience, it eliminates so much bad behavior. Patience is important because most people can't see, like the way I set up this talk, can't see that most of the shit they do is for affirmation from other people. People can't see that most of the shit they do is to get credit from other people. Normally toxic relationships, whether parents, siblings, plus ones, or my favorite thing to hate, because I hate the word hate, but I hate this. So many of you live your life based on the comments from strangers on social media. People here don't post certain shit because they don't think it's gonna get enough likes. People post certain shit that they're not even about anymore because they think it's gonna get a bunch of likes. People are scared to make video content when they know video content works because they're scared the way they look and they don't want people to say they don't look good. The world runs on a currency of people trying to get affirmation from others. People buy shit they can't afford, do shit they don't want to do, all to impress people they don't even like. The opportunity for you to accomplish whatever the fuck you're up to right now has never been greater than it is right now. Thank you. We're at full scale of Web 2. From TikTok to Facebook, Meta. From TikTok to Meta. Fuck, that's gonna be hard. From TikTok to Meta to YouTube to podcast, you are now pretty much capable of reaching almost any person on earth if you're good enough. My favorite other non-accountable thing. My Instagram's down because Meta wants me to just run ads and they're fucking with the algorithm, these fucking fuckers. My favorite part of that is not true, Rick. Here's what's actually happening. From Facebook to TikTok to Twitter to YouTube, they're just a blank supply and demand machine. They all start out the same way. How many people here by show of hands have been following me long enough that when I get crazy and got crazy on TikTok 3 years ago, you listened and it worked out for you? Raise your hands. Let's clap it up for them. That's awesome. So for the people that just raised their hands, was that the first platform that you built a big community? Raise your hand. Perfect. So for those hands, what they realized when they went through it was, oh, what Gary's been saying consistently is right. You can start at zero when a platform has a ton of people consuming, but not a ton of people making content, and the ads haven't started yet. It's just supply and demand. There's people consuming, there's people making. The third variable that always happens is eventually that platform adds an advertising product, and over time, more money goes into it, but there's still just one feed. It's just supply and demand. It's real estate. It's the algorithm. The algorithm isn't trying to trick you into spending ads. You're just not better than everybody else. You're not funnier. You're not better looking. You're not smarter. The algorithm is truth. Your subjective feelings are false. This is a good thing. This isn't bad. This is awesome. When you realize that's true, you realize, oh crap, there are people still exploding out of nowhere on YouTube, even though it's at scale. When you realize that, you're like, oh crap, there are people crushing on Instagram right now, even though the majority of us, me included, organic reach is down. They're innovating, they're adjusting. They go from a picture looking good with lighting to making a Reels, because that's how the algorithm's working. The amount of humility that I find in the business world is staggeringly low. The amount of humility that I see in the business world is staggeringly low. Why do I keep finding things like NFTs and TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and email and .com? Why is my career my career? It's based on two things: curiosity and humility. Do you think I had a lot of time in December and January this last year to spend on reading about something called NFTs? You think I had those 50, 60, 70 hours a week extra to keep digging in January? I did not. What I had was curiosity and humility. Curiosity, because my spidey senses said there's something fucking happening. And by listening and reading all your DMs and comments, all that time I put in, that's how I stumble on shit. But way more importantly than that, humility. I have friends, when I pinged them in January and said, you need to Google this shit, you need to watch some of these YouTube videos, you need to read about this NFT, they replied with, my time's too valuable. Yeah, you know where this next line's going. I am fascinated by the lack of humility to create innovation in the entrepreneur and business world. People value their time, and my favorite part is, this has now become very clear to me. The people that tend to value their time the most in my world, when I really analyze it, are the people whose time is the least valuable. They're built on some straight facade, ego. They think they're somebody. They're also, and this is a big one, most people continue to be transactional. What's in it for me for the 30 hours I put in this month? Nothing when you innovate. Nothing. If you're gonna innovate, you gotta go build some shit, stay alive until everybody comes. I don't understand how people don't realize that kindness is the single strongest foundation to building a huge business. And let's have this talk. I really want to have this talk. I'm not on some ideology shit up here. I'm not on some Zen foo-foo Buddha shit up here. I'm a better businessman than all of you combined shit, okay? That's where I'm at. So let there be no confusion when I talk over the next 5 minutes. I'm not on some let's zen it out, let's all be nice and kumbaya. I'm on some I'll fucking destroy every one of you fuckers hard shit, okay? I have to say this because you have to hear me. I believe that kindness is an alpha killer business trait, not some nice additive to the way the world is today. Here's why. It's sustainable. When you're building something, how many people here are building something for themselves? Raise your hands. Higher. Higher. Thank you. There's a lot of people doing that in this room. You have to understand why kindness matters. Kindness matters because you yourself will feel better and you're the fucking engine. You have to understand why kindness matters. If you're kind to your employees, they stay longer. Continuity matters when you're building something meaningful. You have to understand why kindness matters. If you don't fuck over your vendors by not paying them or doing if you do the right thing, they keep doing business with you. You gotta understand why kindness matters. Why the fuck did I buy this sneaker? Why? It does look good, but why? This fucking little swoosh is worth $1 trillion. This fucking little swoosh is worth $1 trillion fucking dollars. That's called brand. When you're kind and you do it for 15 years, you build a reputation. That reputation, my friends, is called brand.